Hi guys, Danny here, and welcome to my mod review of this new Thaumcraft add-on called Warp Theory by Sukaru. Now this mod is incredibly new. It's only been out for less than a week, and there are only 4 items at the moment, and in my opinion it needs a little bit of rebalancing. However, the items are incredibly unique and incredibly handy and quite interesting, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So I'm in a new world, so let's see. I don't want to open up the Thaumcraft, but I want to use this item first. If I right click with the item, it tells me how much warp I have. So now that I open up the cheat Thaumcraft, I get a lot of warp. So there you go. So now opening up the Thaumcraft and going to the appropriate tab, we have the Arcane Litmus Paper, which was what I used just there. The Arcane Litmus Paper allows you to accurately measure how much warp you have. So all I do is right click and it tells me I have 10 permanent warp, 9 normal warp, and 0 temporary warp. So that's incredibly handy. The sanity checker is quite vague. It doesn't give me an accurate measure of how much warp that I have. So if I hold this right now, you can see that it does tell me how much warp I have, but I can't really understand anything by that. But I right click with this and it tells me exactly how much warp I have. So it's incredibly handy. Next we have the hunk of something. Now every time I use the hunk of something my game crashes, but according to the forum and according to just a little bit of my own testing, what the hunk of something does is that it increases your warp level. From me testing it, it increased by around 15 permanent warp and 15 temporary warp, but I think it's a bit random. But let's see, at the moment I have 10, 9, and 0. I'm going to eat the hunk of something, and even if the game crashes, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to see how much warp I have. Okay, I'm back, and let's see how much warp I have. 16 warp, 9 warp, and 7 warp, so it definitely increased my warp level, and that is the hunk of something. So far we have an item that measures how much warp you have, one that gives you warp. If I go to the Eldritch tab, we have 2 more items. The Pure tier, which removes all of your warp, and it gives various effects depending on how much warp you have. That's what I found out anyways. Now using this, I don't recommend it in survival. Not just because it is quite unbalanced, you're not supposed to be able to remove your permanent warp, but also because the effects that you get are pretty deadly. For example, lightning, poison. I've even had it when the ground disappears and you can fall into the void. And I think the amount of effects you get depends on how much warp you have. I had around 40 warp when I did it last time. So I don't know what's going to happen this time, but well, here I go. Also, I'm not going to die because I'm in creative. And okay, so you also get jump boost, which I don't really get. It also should make it to stormy weather, okay. And it should, okay. It should also summon bats. I don't get that, but there you go. I'm also incredibly dizzy, and poison. That would kill you, really, okay. Lightning effects, I think. Okay, nausea is gone, but you can see the poison still there. The veins catch fire. This would have killed you a few times already. Okay, falling sheep, that makes sense. I'm hungry, I'm guessing hunger effects, and the poison is still strong. You'd have died a couple of times by now. I'm waiting for the holes to open in the ground and swallow me up to the void, but I don't know if that'll happen. I'll throw in the footage if that's actually happening, if it doesn't happen right now. Getting thrown around. I get a poison effect. Okay. Okay, I get dropped into the void. That's new. Regardless, you could see the different effects. I don't have any warp at the moment, but I'm still gonna eat another pure tier. Okay, yeah, nothing happens if you don't have warp. That's sad. Okay, we've had 3 very interesting items so far, so let's move on to the last one, the Purification Talisman. The Purification Talisman is made using 2 pure tiers, and in this form you don't have to eat it, and it continuously removes your warp. So there you go. It's an accessory which continuously siphons off negative magical energy into the environment. And yeah, all you need to do is wear it, so hit B to open up the bubbles menu. Wear it like so, and if I had any warp, it would slowly decrease it. Okay, those are the 4 items, and as you can tell, they're all very interesting and very unique, and they will be incredibly fun and handy to play with once it's balanced a little bit. But yeah, that's it for this video. The link to this mod will be in the description. Definitely go check it out. Give the mod maker a lot of love. Really encourage him to add more things, because I think this mod could be really interesting and handy. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you liked the video, please leave a like, and thanks for watching.